Dominion University College include bachelor's and HND in marketing, human resource, computer science, accounting, theology, pastoral care and counseling, business administration, MBA, marketing, PhD, MPhil and MSc. Dominion University College is also known for character development. Pick up a phone and call them today. Gabo.
Kwame.
And as you see, you're from Gabo.
Oh, that's it. Gabo no dear officially and unofficially.
Say, we a big man.
Oh, we are chairman general.
Me dey say hana mete and I'll be chairman now Oquaye. Eti here na me dey me da so di me chairman general.
Ambassador ni chairman general no tun say chairman general so chair no. We are chairman and sign general.
We are ambassador. We are lawyer. We are doctor. We are chief executive Ghana Free Zones Authority. We sounds we are Gabo. O sounds we are Michael Oquaye Jr. Two dia no do so pa.
Kwame wa pe me ache.
Say we dey bia no ayira.
Na Free Zones na pese ye adwuma na kakra bi ka ho ansa na. Ye media tour nti started with Peace FM.
Ye da nyame ase. Ye ti ase say adwuma no do so. Nti eja yesunfuo do so uye ni nyina. Ana so do ni nyina. Na me so ni mi senior nsia asante wa ha. Na senior nsia asante de. Mini apanyi no. Me apanyi more from to no lower 6. Ori A level na more from 3.
The bia obi be chen bi nti
I fuchini bi didi bi achi.
And I'm saying this now time I was here A level na me O level no.
Pepe
make stories li bia na me fan to for later.
There be oka story pe make me senior no story it ever try answer. Senior ma chi bako there. Afisha pa.
Afi commissary ho.
Amen. Afisa say na nkwane ahonden.
Amen.
Eno ani here.
Amen.
Gabo oye mi senior we no be me neighbor so kan ho.
Akunta na o neighbor keke.
Oh, me neighbor.
Okay.
Me neighbor. Me call neighborhood so no di kan ho nti ja no ono guide me nketin. For her you say there be a hanko ha. A teacher say why me big brother for many years.
Mr. Nsiadia, he is one of the oldest staff over 20 something years at Free Zones. He died there, we're guiding for me. He also guided me a lot with many of the matters concerning estates and land.
Fantastic. But Gabo, Obi onim no baby says Ghana Free Zones Authority. We're there very briefly.
Okay, Ghana Free Zones Authority. First of all, me chia tifoni na.
Yeah, Joso.
Na Ghana Free Zones Authority a organization omu focus on creating wealth for Ghana through export. Entino
through exports.
Through exports.
Okay.
Entino the wo Free Zones. Me try the tiawa and say wo ye export more than 70%. Ghana government be mau incentives bia ubetimi abe set up a company e Ghana.
Okay.
Inti for example, ABA will supply call Americas, Europe. You say for a company na bra. O de baha na a for foreign market there. You be mau incentives. Incentives no doso. Inti for example, you be mau about monetary incentives, you be mau withholding tax and ubenya exemption. Ubenya exemption with corporate tax. Ubenya exemption with withholding tax. Ubenya exemption with VAT. And sa other niemano. But one question and Crawford Bibre Ebisa say why these exemptions? Because almost feel say Abia Ghana government must recover tax. No?
Exactly.
Now they be a the way and fatwa, but we a radio it mean to me family sa enye but make a zero sum game. Zero no chance we need tax, we need any other benefit. But who allow these companies to come to Ghana and compete with other free zones like in Dubai, Nigeria, America, UK? We don't get tax, but we get the other benefits. 1, jobs. 2, skill transfer. 3, funds and foreign exchange, backroom, and so on and so forth. So without necessarily getting the direct tax, you get all the other benefits, including the monies that come into the country and it stimulates your government. Into what share companies and companies are more international. Most of these chocolate companies in Yama, they are based in Ghana because of our cocoa profile.
Okay.
Singapore, they are rich because of export and harbor. Singapore, for me, are very small, but the omo say omo produce for the markets in America, markets in China, and the markets in India. This is what Ghana too must focus on, because ABR now you need the population and the sophisticated middle class people are, or maybe to consume all these goods. In the side, we must still produce, we must still be rich, but at the same time, we must be able to give to others. Apart from that aspect, we are involved in what we call industrial parks. To say, me sure say what free zone assassin whatever, free zone assassin whatever.
Yeah,
that is one of them. And management of the government's industrial parks. And also idea later. So generally, these are the main areas that free zones focuses on. But now there's a new aspect about, which is the Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
So after because of the export nature, and even though one qualify for 70%, you will still qualify for after. We have an after desk with after officers. Omo advise export clients omo person we export to Africa. Now and also yamao the various benefits in conjunction with the after coordination council, which is working from the offices in Ridge, Accra.
Maybe say bibi inti free zones companies or Ghana ha no nyama no moye no yen tong bi Ghana ha for export. And I say omo export to be no mo tong bi ha.
Okay, intina me can 70%.
Intina me yeah.
Ebi mo ha omo ye 100% export.
Okay.
Omo say e boa customs no kra mo hu say omo niama no enyina akọ inte bi ni market no. Ebi mo so ha ebia or exporting 90%, but 10% no or turn in the local market. What turn in the local market then you are subject to all the rules of the local market. Now one kunya unfair competitive advantage against ubia on also all yes ejuma na ye man science incentives no. Into the obeton bia e wo chrome ne de and no de ye be charge o chrome taxes. Now what they call amanone dia and also the amount incentives so you can compete abroad. Mamma one quick example. Say you niche cocoa.
Niche.
Because niche no chocolate will be bia. Free zones buano. Emma for the first 10 years unya tax free. After 10 years no now you due 15% instead of the 25% that the others pay. Unya sa benefit in no or this kind of two baby. And then why expand there? We be factories even in America and factory in Germany. This is an indigenous company. Yet we are born now. Omutumia sa nieme nyina. And these are some of the benefits of the free zones scheme to allow companies to compete in the foreign and external international
free zones companies here.
Oh, free zone companies here 237 as of today.
Nientia maybe say 237 companies. Now say free zones by me haha meninka bro 20 years.
Yes.
Now we are only one company a bit media and says here worker say I expand the aquamanonia. Let's just say there's still a lot of work to be done. Anna.
Oh, I know the example now me mind here one. But question now will be sano me in the right context. When we say encrofo bebre if you say free zone company no e abrofo dia omo feel say e amanonifo companies and
companies ni bebre e foreign companies.
Thank you. But no mama mao figures I bet you say it's not necessarily the case because Oquaye some time ago and cried there na interview with Peace FM but from my office a catcher must say the drive is to attract more Ghanaian companies. It is also wholly foreign companies yeah sure be about 33%. Oshe wholly Ghanaian companies and we be 30%. And mixed Ghanaian and foreign nyaka. So that should tell you say Ghanaians are actually involved in about 60% of free zone companies. That is a very huge figure. And example where I'm a is to not just talk about the foreign companies who are doing well, but even some of the Ghanaian companies. And there are many of them in many areas. For example, there's one company, Wayo Engineering, or more Takrade. Fantastic company. I'm telling you, they are competing with the companies in Turkey and so on. And this is the structure and the idea that Free Zones is propagating.
2021 August, NRB Chief Executive and Free Zones. In TFN saying Fiemi no neighbor Smeka Crane. Obi Bisa said 2 years and a little, and not 2 years neka cray. A dear name many be a bit media subo, and I would do Sabi Subaka say, me buy ye number 2 ye, baby, I'm media free, and media benny, then I'll wait me actually.
Yo, me buy, you know, say, is it 2 years near Wawaka? 2 years, you know, one thing I'm here, first of all, me pay advice. Until many previous CEOs, him say, previous CEOs back when Mr. Bethy, Honorable Bethy, and MP, Mr. Kodo Chumbwafo, for example, many of Kasai. Now, one thread, I'm going to share me on mommy advice. Say, try and see what you can do about water. Into me buying, not insure. Because
free zones may insure where you are.
Not insure a problem. For example, free zone enclave, no. Into now you access water of about 30 to 40%. Companies on one muto insure no crab baby or muto free amode bano. Say free baby anya papa o wa unim. Into many free zones association tenase. And I mean who said this is an area I will say a young juma one year. I engaged Ghana Water as a consultant and we built pipes, a whole new system. Water now up to about 70%. But no yantana one of the reasons yabai any would come say me sure say recently who were newspaper to say graphic say you secure a grant grant
the Germany
yes 1.7 million euros to assist with water and no big project they say at the moment Ghana Free Zones were about 1,500 gallons in the underground tank, and then maybe about 500 gallons in the overhead. And then there were horses here, and yet enough. Into sa we na no sa project we are no. It is to double our capacity. So at the moment, underground tank 1,500 gallons, and top so 500. Into here, no say we are talking 4,000 gallons of water.
2,000.
2,000 new, 2,000 old. So now 4,000 total.
My total new. My 1,500 underground, and now 500 overground.
That's
and near 2,000. And you say 1.7 million euros. And no, I'm saying the next conversation. Yes.
It's doubling. The new one is also another 2,000, and then the total is 4,000. So now we'll have 4,000 gallons of water which is being worked on. But the good thing, so they say the new one bano, and no crano modern state of the art technology. Is a German for the technology, one of the best. Into no idea, but another one is why yen sassen because tema sassini de inasa. You need even one plot, let alone 1 acre. Omo assassin for factory no acre by acre. Some problem ne buy ni yedieche because Mr. President and no ko bon komo because Madam Chief of Staff na family we need one lot to be I buy.
Yeah.
Okay, say time at that time Minister of Trade resigned here no. Ma Honorable Abujinapo ebe caretaker minister. No airlines minister minia.
Yeah.
Enti me call the 10 and I work here and they feed through the president, chief of staff, and Honorable Jinapono were able to secure 1,200 acres of land. Ewo Afienya. And we the new industrial park here by BC as here businessmen are interested, they are getting in touch with us, and all businessmen who are interested in the new park in Afienya, they should get to us. We are one
now,
of the
new industrial park Afienya then oh.
Into a industrial park, Asase. You invited businessmen to come, so we build it like Tema. Once a Tema Dianasa, Yentraho, I said Tema Sadia, there's no industrial park in Ghana. They be me ana obi to say you fee grant ana wow sister Dr. Ifwa Sabia Sari. You pioneer kwa mononia. One thing investors need beside and say, do you have government land to lease? Do you have industrial parks for us to come in? They want to come in and partner with government because we all know the problems with private land, whether it's litigation, whether there's uncertainty, whether there's all the various problems that come with it. No, and you know, I prefer say omo use government industrial park.
Industrial park no Afienya no mo be anything because senya wo ka say temade up to now insuo issue if na mo ahwese mo be awie no. Are you going to develop it? What are you putting in place as Obi Ba? Okase mi lease 10 acres and now 2 acres DNA facilities and amenities wo homa no.
Kwame, when you say plot yeton no serviced or unserviced. Wow, beton no unserviced no when you cheaper. Now later services na ba wow be ba no beton no more expensive. It is a sia no yene Ghana Water akasa in advance. Yene electricity companies so akasa in advance. All those things are being worked on. In fact, you groundwork now. One thing you shim na the planning and the land use special authority a year part of lands commission no omo ba be bibi fire service police station road bibia plan no ye wie no wano ya na ye tumi de no aye the next level of development. Now one thing very important in the free zone space creation of jobs because minia ye kan nyina no so tie budget recently Ghana free zones was mentioned as one of the core angles to create jobs. And one of the areas I share, apart from the normal jobs that have been created in free zones at the moment, business process outsourcing. Because Ghana, we have a lot of graduates. When it comes to manufacturing, I'm sure Kwame one can say because of margins and scale of investment, China and India have an advantage over us. But about business process outsourcing, we are able to service companies to say MasterCard, Visa, many other business outlets they need our data, they need our IT, they need our graduates, and they need us to speak clear English, have arithmetic basic, and be able to handle them. Now, where areas are research we share competitively in terms of the clarity of Ghana's accent in English, in terms of Ghana's educational level, in terms of even the price difference between Ghana, Philippines, and India. Ghana has a big competitive advantage there. So we've started going on road tours around the world, attracting more BPUs. And Kwame, I'm very happy to announce, just last week, we met with the president. This is being done via the YEA model, and there's a BPO company who have also picked this news from Ghana and how we are attracting BPO companies. And when they set
BPO,
business process outsourcing, Sir BPO is going to create a minimum for start of 20,000 jobs. So that tells us social factory it's very difficult to get 20,000 jobs for one factory. But if one BPO can do 20,000 jobs for starter, we will say, by the grace of God, no, sir, entities now existed to say Graduate Employment Association, any various graduates or more brand, they will have a job, white collar job, and be able to use their basic IT and arithmetic skills to serve their company, earn some money for their family.
Well, are there any timelines? What are the timelines?
In fact, the timeline, the good thing about that company is they are already set up in South Africa and Kenya, and they are already employing over 100,000 people. So we young Crawford or more kasakeke, we young Crawford or more babeye jumano ediashimokina.
But Chief Executive, say South Africa and Kenya over 100,000 employment.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Ghana there.
Yes.
20,000. Maybe some timelines. That being.
And I say timelines, no, and Crawford Maba, they've come to inform the president of their interest. They are now coming to finish. In fact, they've already rented their building. They've already gotten their first 2 or 3 staff on ground. Now, as for the timeline, the trainer on one Kasai ready. Now, on start it. Because remember one thing about free zones, you are dealing with private entities. And to a certain extent, you cannot put policy over profit. And we have encouraged them. We are happy that they are about to start. And we give them their own timelines to come in as quickly as possible. But what can you do? So we prompt you almost say, "Omunya no one we are mine." Now, make a few ansem no. One area na pesa be the council here, Western region. Kwame.
Yes.
Ghana had be ayeka. They say the best comes from the west.
True.
Inti Shama hono, you 1,600 acres. Yenya developer. In fact, by God's grace, so you're signing MOU to that with them. Hopefully, in the next month, we are going to sign with them, and they are going to invest over $200 million of their own money into the enclave in Western Region. South Western Region, Asasi, we have acquired it since about 1995. To me, per se. But Namia Daroma, we have now gotten this level of investors, and they are also coming to invest in it. So there are a lot of things that are happening in that space.
Internet just say ebia by Q1 next year, you know, Baha, Bedin Komo, I'll be to me a mind, say Yama Bobo Swina, no, which say Sunsan Suni, as some mechanic in you, bit me up, every chair, sir.
Oh, in fact, by the end of December, I know the
Gabo, ube end of December, I'm be friend and fire, because me boy, mo.
Oh, won't say that.
Me must spread your mouth, say Q1. Ube end of December. End of December is about 5 weeks away.
Don't worry. And I make us say, we are even that assured of what is happening. And the timeline for that is that the signatures are going to be done within 1 month.
Talking about assured, what's your budget here? Kind of Minister of Finance can here. You can say 15-month growth strategy be here and if free zones to attract more investments. Na Sadiano more day.
Good. Into some investments no and a working on. For example, I'm happy people say me preempt yeah, me can't say we are getting investments in our land bank, which is the first one in Shama. We're also getting investments in our area of operation. Well, dear, for example, since August 2021, in terms of export, our free zones at Oquaye has been $8 billion or $8.2 billion. Now, if you look at the area of capital investment, you are looking at about $520 million within the same period, and production of another about $7 billion. So this should tell you how the Ghana free zones is working towards becoming very relevant in the Ghanaian economy. And if you've noticed that for the last 2 budgets, Honorable Kenneth Oyata has consistently been mentioning free zones because the contribution that we have been doing and the business approach has really lifted in that sphere.
Yeah, call Western region, specifically Shama Oboy. Now, when you say Western, the baby, secondly, Tadi, Shama, Honina, major areas. You can air travelers, very smooth, pretty much so. Road transport, investment in roads, man.
Now,
because some major investment in us, yes. When you say Western roads, baby, in your cry, especially Shama.
Why your prophetic interview, Abi? Because what call Western regions is here.
Make a whole last week.
One was on more roads, no, especially around the harbor area. In fact, the harbor itself, no, a lot of reclamation has been done, a lot of birth and death in the harbor to make it be able to get in more ships,
bigger vessels,
as well. Then Takrady, gas. In fact, the free zone in the area of Takrady, the second D part, some of the companies have started using gas because may God willing, now may ambassador of India, I saw development but with pollution. China may develop it but with pollution. And in Ghana, your industry and development was here co-green. We have to look at carbon footprints we have to make sure say you better develop here. We develop with more clean energy, and most of it is in either gas or in solar. But engineering says solar no, it's very difficult to use it for heavy industry unless, for example, you hydrogenize it, and also another processor. Ebe take how many times or how many years to get there. And for now, no, the gas is the cleanest and safest. So we are using gas infrastructure. Gas has also been brought to the doorstep of Tema, where now most of the companies are going to pipe it and use it. But talking about infrastructure, okay, another one, a rail. It's when we say second deal or takrade no. Honorable Jogati time no. The rail no bar. Right at the end of the industrial zone. Into where you are there as the next contract and the next advancement comes on that, the rail is also going to assist. So now Takrady has road expansion that is going on, port expansion that is going on. You have gas, which is the safest and clean for carbon. You have railway, and you can see that there's a certain effort to make a concerted drive. BBR back together to help industrial growth.
But I can tell you that the Takrady roads are in poor shape.
At the moment, but as I said, you can see the construction.
There's no construction going on.
Kwame.
Kwame. There's no construction.
But share around the harbor area.
I'm talking the larger Takrady.
Okay.
I spent a week there in
Takrady.
Yep. Debbie, but I've been because Takrady flyover is stalled. Town routes and and yes, I say me the menu. Me purchase say what the investors say bar. That's also with harbor gas infrastructure. Me say roads no so. Minya Fantini, Minfi Takrady, but Takrady is one of the nicest places you can go to. 80 years ago, we did Pachomusi say,
when you say Honorable Kobi Ochidakun, in fact, we could know about 2-3 months ago.
Why wild?
Yes, one of the things I discuss here and also the roads. But I can assure you, as for the harbor roads there, they are being done at the moment. Me answer me anywhere. Into Chrome there, no so many never now many MC no so aka now also and na into humpon
and pacho nana esiama pepra odikan nana esiama pepra enkoko enkoso hene o se men kanche o se we say okọ Takrady okọ hehe enkoko so asase kese o pa entino opacho twawe ni be enkoko fo so da almost so munya free zones enclave o mope enti nana esiama pepra odikan nana mpacho nkwaso nana me de onkra na ma Ura Mike Oquaye said, tell him in Koko we also have huge land. They are welcome. We too want a free zones enclave in Koko. That's about it. Well, this maybe say my very final question if yes you could and come and pay more yes in Puntunjume more investments for free zones near there. Udi Kaimbo Dr. Asaridin Asaria Obonidin Obo Yofi Grantidin Enkita Hundia Damuntem as organizations, Ghana Investment Promotion, Ghana Export Promotion, Ghana Free Zones. Munkita Hundia to say I didn't put to be back. Yeah, me
mum dear, many of me are fine. Also, Honorable Yofino is generally in charge of investments.
Yeah.
Dr. Ifwa Asabia is in charge of exports. And Amimi in charge of international exports and industrial parks in the country, as well as Africa Continental Free Trade. And these are some of the areas they complement each other. Now, opinion now can and Koko assassin seven. You will be Washanti region. One of the areas I do say the mistakes here. On our now, Boma money in terms of what to say. Now at least with junior and two voice.
Senior, I shan't you then I'm
Chairman General Medasi. And can be boss, I can say, we dear.
And can see us, but on us, among Sunica.
The ambassador can say Ghana Free Zone Authority, your program, the whole Ghana, free zones.
Okay.
nye temane south anko na free zone Ghana baby a free zone nti me boss can say you about 237 companies they are all over Ghana nti when I make come to say as part of a strategy for the future we want to acquire land banks in almost all the 16 regions of Ghana.
Okay.
Nti na nasi mo kasa ye no ye be gene contact.
Okay.
Nye na hia na afi de obi ayaka. Nti region bia so pep free zone bi no ono so me yehunu ye ji asase na empasa senkitu ase bi 100 kese pen kese because ye ji a ye to wall fa ho ye di suo ko ho ye di nkania ye ya akwaye bibia sebe ya o me wo area ho no so no ebenya adwuma nye de nyina na wo so obi asore bankan takra de tema sebe mitime kurase ha Kenya ase be bi nanka free zone ho a mitiwa bia nka masado mefu kakraka ho nti ye fa ofidi kese so ama santi ase se Ghana nyina ye free zones nti region bia ofiri se o wasase a obetimi ne ya ba be transfer omra ye hwe ho kwaya e di free zone ba ho e di adwuma ba ho e di mpuntuo ba ho
okay
e di skato amanfo botom da bia asema ye kan no eno di free zone ye se adwuma e beyi ye mrantie ne meba no bia free e kwa ho na ye adwuma na ya export ye de ne ye value addition ye ma companies license say oba export raw materials bibia be so export bia no o the value to so body akra na obetima chip body na plantain chip akikedu abetima yam wa processing kama and cut bibia value
addition
na wa export to nti kakra me be ka me panyi die no eno no
me da say
na fa we pen ka ho openyi. We don't just only do the manufacturing and value addition. We also want people to export services. And for example, so Kwame Sifaka, IT company, now Ube provided services in mining and now oil and gas to a company in Burkina Faso, Chad, wherever, export. Ubenya free zone license because you're encouraging for some set your business for Ghana. Why? Ghana, by the Global Peace Index, the second most peaceful country in Africa, next to Mauritius. Now Mauritius and so they wouldn't say they're outside Africa.
Yeah.
It's about mainland Africa. Ghana, ABR, maybe say we don't know, but we are actually the most peaceful country in Africa. So people like to set up here and provide services abroad. We also welcome that.
Nah, okay. If the rules and bro. Okay, but Obisimi Misa said, whilst you're at it, since we're looking at investments, can we look at water transportation? It's a major thing, especially to the free zones enclaves, particularly to central, western, and Volta regions of Ghana. Water transportation, easy flow of travel for both business and tourism. So over to free zones. This one says, I'm texting from Takrady. The roads from Takrady to Sekendi is under construction. The interchange has been suspended. There's no road construction at the harbour. Power Grant roundabout is the worst part. Takrady Road to the barracks is bad. Okay, Nana Boache in Pokwasi, but you say you're texting from Takrady. I wonder how from Takrady to Pokwasi. Okay, anyway. Gabo, then I would be trying to talk about free zones. Ejuma away.
Oh, enti there be try to and say nyamia da Roma ye de bibia aba together. Ye share incentives, ye share companies or mobile. In fact, the average registration of companies be 21 per year. But for the last 2.5 years no, an average of 28 per year, which is a very high number. Secondly, so no, we share the quantum of the investments now me boy now. We are looking at about over 40% increase in the volumes of investments, and same with capital as well. And you know, when we now you say bibia bekoye, but one of our biggest way I have back when we the maba will show you so they not me use to akamasem so preko.
Me too.
The 19th of December. So export awards. But that one is in collaboration with GEFA. because Ghana export promotion, any Ghana free zones, because any export. And also the president will be in attendance. And we have president award. And 19 December. And we are there. You say you move ready. Ghana Fonso Ebesanti Enka.
Na senior na nesia ma pepra samba o semi kancho say number no gene sharp iti na pacho na we imagine number
but your catcher say people who have land banks, so they must know say because here government no in terms any arrangements near the bar na favorable there. I
see. Inti Mike Oquaye Jr. And Yetinin Kano or Chief Executive Ghana Free Zones Authority. Dr. Atuedu Evans, Georgia, US, as the Chairman General, tell Mike Oquaye Jr. not to deny bad roads in the Western region. The Western Regional Chairman of the MPP was only a week ago complaining about Impoho Edumbansu roads. Well, he hasn't denied it.
Oh man,
he just said that
in Western region. When he's okay, say a guy in the cross send a message or say second D to Takrady Road is being constructed.
Apart from that,
the road that leads to our enclave.
Anyway,
it's being done.
That is being done. Is Domi Kwabenya also being done?
What was it?
Is Domi Kwabenya also being done?
Domi Kwabenya what?
Roads.
And then me driving was so my home style beat.
Domi Kwabenya Obekobium.
Oh, Kwame. Inti ya interview here can we no.
Yes, Kazatin top onko. Overcrown uncle.
Well, I mean, I know the who shows never cancer day way, but time no so aso. Young way juma. Say orphan cry Saturday. But
often you remember that, but baby, I'm more MPs near 20th January. 20th January, Domi Kwabenya, Obekwa na unko.
Kwame, we beside the director, means my direct answer. Once a day, we my dodges our question. We are
and then until I'm the people straight.
And I'm no pupu, but my kind of direct. I want to inform the people of Domi Kwabenya,
say
your medium, say. As soon as there's the opening for picking up forms and filing of nomination, I, Mike Oquaye Jr., will stand to represent the people of Domi Kwabenya.
You heard it here first.
No dear.
Ain't you afraid you're Atuja?
No dear, me Atuja.
Say ye be nomination, Abukwa kofa form.
Mefa form no, Nama represented to compete, to contest, and stand for the Domi Kwabenya seat. A
competitor mainly Ebakope. How do you assess your chances?
Competitors the two be crack.
Mr. Main competitor Ebakope.
My chances are very bright.
But Sana 2020 okayo. Sana 2016 okayo. Are very bright,
Debut man 2016.
But
2020.
2016 also kakana ujaye.
Debbie, man, me call first one 2011.
But 11 when I call
2011.
Okay.
And me call 2020. But 2020, no, difference here 6 or 8. And another matter I become once him. But the chances are very bright. And your born pie, say Yankupon so Eddie and Bidu, BBIPC you do.
Domi Kwabenya for, well, it will be an interesting contest on 20th of January. Michael Oquaye says he will do it. Odebaya Ubisi Audition Chairman General, all said and done, tell Oquaye Jr. that we in Domi Kwabenya, we need him more than free zones. He should leave free zones and come. From Odeshi Ajaben in her show. We, the youth of Kwabenya, are proud to have him as our incoming parliamentary candidate, Castro Ananu from Nsawam. Now, when Nsawam was also Domi Kwabenya. Inti Obiso say you abandoned your delegates whilst the MP was out of the country. Inti we created 3 camps: Ajwa camp, Sheila camp, Oquaye camp. Inti
Kwame, that cannot be possible. And you be an episode account on the show. But
Obiso say he's coming and he will lose.
A de facto MP because of the way I was available for them. I never abandoned the constituency. I was always there.
Obviously, whilst you are fixing roads in the Western region, remember that when you should come to your own constituency, you should fix Abokobi Tema roads. It's number one. Come there, you will come, but fix those roads. Mike is an MP in waiting. Already, I'm out.
Let me see.
Obviously, you have done enough at free zones. You've done a lot in India. Please, now come to Dominic Kwabenya. That is where you belong. Well, I'm sure the conversations will continue beyond this. But we can only wish you well. Let's see.
Perform there with excellence.
Anything else you'd like to add? The answer is so.
Oh, I'd just like to say, sir, first of all, Ghana Free Zones would like to thank the people of Ghana. We want to invite more businessmen to come to us to work, and also greetings to all the people of Dominic Kwabenya. Thank you very much.
Greetings to all the people of Dominic Kwabenya. Say politicians statica say Michami constituency for now. Gabo, I wish you well.
Thank you very much, Kwame.
And we'll catch up. See ya. May I say,
Kwame.
Thank you, Kwame.
right. 10 o'clock.